year's Christmas Q&A. Now, just before I start, I just want to say that I have to cut down a little bit on questions and try to compress a little bit more because at the end of this I'm going to be making a few announcements which I think you'll be very interested in, which I mentioned in the announcement for this Q&A of announcements. That's a lot of announcements. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get on to the questions. I just want to say, in case you don't see your question on this, it's not because I just neglected it, it's because I'm just trying to compress a bit more, I'm just trying to make it a bit short. So, first question comes in from Benji. He asks, I love Star Wars. Do you? Also, are you a Jedi or Sith? Now, I am a Star Wars fan. Alright, I am. I do like Star Wars. But when you have this representing the Jedi... Oh, no! And this representing the Sith. Too weak. I think I'll stick with this. Nathan Hansen asks, are you going to start building toy animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's? 2. Toy animatronics. I'm trying, honestly. I've tried building Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Toy Freddy, and all of them. All of them have been disastrous, except for Maggle, which is the easiest one, I suppose, because it's the most mechanical, because you can see like the mechanical endoskeleton and all of that. It's really hard with toy animatronics, because they have a really sleek and rounded look to them, and with Lego you can't really pull that off as well in the scale I'm making it. Like, the models I usually make are about 5 to 6 inches, something like that, and with that scale, it's usually quite hard to make them have the same recognizable appearance. Like, I'm still gonna try, of course, I'm still gonna try and make them, but if they don't get published on the channel, don't be surprised. Sniper Rat asks, Q&A question, do you like corn dogs?
Yeah.
Liana Grosgale asks, where do you get your inspiration from your videos? Truth be told, there are a few different, like, inspirations, I suppose you could say, because originally, for those of you who have stuck around since the very beginning of the channel, you'll remember that I started doing action figure reviews of, like, Doctor Who figures. Then I decided to do Lego tutorials, and then it was kind of a mix, and then, yeah, you see what happened to that. Originally, when I started the channel, my inspiration was a channel called Batman March. I saw that his reviews are quite nice, and that he was getting quite a bit of notice for it, and he was also doing a lot of animations as well. I suppose you could say that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from animations is from him as well. In terms of the Lego building, was a channel, originally he was called Nightly News at 9, now he's called Brick 101. Some of you may know him, he's kind of well known in terms of Lego tutorial industry. But yeah, in terms of, like, the very foundation of the channel, it would have been Batman March, but in terms of the Lego building, it's definitely Brick 101 / Nightly News at 9. All-Star Gamer 105 asks, quite a few questions. He asks, can I make Minecraft characters, TF2 characters, Team Fortress 2 characters, and Star Wars characters? I actually did try to do Minecraft characters. Originally I did the skeleton, but it just didn't really seem to be the most popular content. So in the end I decided to stick with Five Nights at Freddy's because a lot of you seem to like that. But seeing as that's dying out, I'm gonna have to move on to newer things, so I'm probably gonna do Star Wars characters, seeing as the new Star Wars movie came out. But in terms of Team Fortress 2 characters, I've tried building the robots before. Currently, in terms of this question, I've done Minecraft characters. If you want to see me do Minecraft characters, I will do Minecraft characters. If you want me to do Team Fortress characters, I'll do Team Fortress characters. And eventually, I am most likely going to do Star Wars characters. Michael Davison says, because it's more of a statement than a question, okay now, smiley face, I'm going to ask you a serious question. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. I'm opening a dinosaur park. Do you want to come to my dinosaur park? Opening in 2016. Yeah, okay. Dinosaurs aren't really my big thing, but okay. Yeah. Okay. They're gonna be vegetarians, right? If Any Eyes On has a few questions, he asks, do you have any other hobbies other than Lego? He also asks, favorite YouTuber? And he asks, monkey or giraffe? Okay. Let's see, let's go back. So, do you have any other hobbies other than Lego? Yes, I do. I am an animator and, I don't want to brag, but I am an artist, I suppose. I do a lot of drawings in my free time. You can see on the channel a couple drawings I do. Sometimes I do fan art showcases for Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, but if you want me to do, like, if you want me to show some of my drawings on the channel, then sure enough I will. In fact, just to hell with, here's one. And in terms of the animating, well, you've seen some stop motions I do on the channel, but I am going to do something else animation related. and you'll see what that is at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. The next question he asked was, favorite YouTuber? I don't really have a particular favorite YouTuber, but in terms of just the ones I'm subscribed to, Rob Dyke, really cool. I like his Seriously Strange and Twisted Tens. Yeah, Rob Dyke I'd say could be my favorite YouTuber, because I have quite a few. There's also Jake Pound. In terms of Let's Players and stuff, I watch Jacksepticeye from time to time. Now, for the more serious question, monkey or giraffe? Monkaraf. Yeah! Next question from Mind Chaser. Do you have any tips? Hashtag factory comments. Tips? Well, you're not really gonna get anything new here, just look at any inspirational video.
Do it!
No. Down. Just get him away from me. Put anything you want. For all I know, you can just put your actual name, but if you don't want to, then you can just come up with any random name. You don't even need to do a profile picture, just toss out a whole bunch of videos relating to popular stuff, so you could do, like, DIY stuff, you could do reaction videos, you could do all sorts of popular trends at the moment, and then just see which ones are getting more noticed, and then filter it out so that you're starting to do the same stuff. So say for action videos you're getting popular and DIY videos are getting popular, then you continue to do those, and you leave behind, I don't know, social commentary videos or something like that. That would really be the best advice I can give. Just do what you want. Definitely interact with the people who leave comments. Final question from Alex D. Trailer Films. Question for Q&A. Are you going to make Five Nights at Freddy's stop motion videos, or do those take a long time to make? I see a lot of potential in your videos for animating them. They look good and they have good articulation. Thank you. That was really nice. Animations do take quite a bit of time. I've seen your videos, Alex D. Trailer Films. You do a lot of animating, so you'd know really what goes into it. But yeah, it does take a very long time for me to animate, especially since my software is so primitive. Like, I do everything on my iPad, and iPads are good for just like general use, like, I don't know, playing little games or doing work, like, I don't know, typing stuff up for documents or, whatever. But for the stuff I do, like drawing, animating, it's very strenuous, because the software, though it gets something done in the end, is very basic. Like, I use iMovie, and it gets the point across, but it's nowhere near as good as softwares like Sony Vegas Pro and all those, which can really do a lot more. But yeah, going back to the question, I'm trying to do animations. Honestly, I am. Currently, I'm working on something else, which, again, I will announce after this question. Hope you stay for the big reveal. But yeah, I'm trying to do Five Nights at Freddy's stop motions. I have, like, models and stuff that I can work with, but it's usually just a hell of a time trying to animate them. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to try and do a few more animations within my spare time, and I'm certainly not done by any means. And thanks again for the compliment on the animations, and you have some very good animations too, so for anyone watching this, check out Alex D. Trailer Films, because he's also starting his own game, Five Nights at Wally's, I think it is. He's very good at that, so go ahead and check him out. So that brings us to the end of the Q&A session. Thank you all very much for sending in your questions. I was really quite shocked, because I think in total there are 25 questions that you all sent in, 25, 26, 27, something like that. A lot of questions, definitely well more than on the Halloween Q&A, to the point where, like I said, I actually needed to cut down on the amount. And no, that's not me just, like I said, trying to neglect what's, useful and what's not. Honestly, I just didn't have enough room, and I'd be here for days and days and days, and okay, maybe not days, but the editing would just be all over the place, and it'd be a hell of a time trying to get everything together. So yeah, just if you didn't have any questions featured in this video, then save them for the next Q&A, and most likely they'll get featured then. Now, that being said, I did say I have had some announcements to make, and that is a rather big one, and that is that, as well as the Happy Toy Factory, I'm going to be starting a new YouTube channel called Fastflix. Nearly forgot the name there. Yes, I'm going to be doing, alongside the Happy Toy Factory, a new channel called Fastflix, and this is basically going to be a bunch of like 20 to 30 second long cartoons, just like little parodies of movies or games or whatever. Currently it's movies and games. I'm hoping to kind of branch out a little bit. There's nothing on the channel yet. In fact, the channel hasn't even been created yet, but I will make an announcement once it's finally up on YouTube. I'm hoping to get at least 10 animations done before I start the channel, because I want to upload them on a weekly basis. So I'll have like one animation posted each Saturday and Sunday, and they do take quite a long time to make. Like I said, currently there's nothing up, but here is a clip from one of my more recent animations I've done. I have about 4 done at the moment, and here's one from my most recent animation.
Fastly! Now that's fast.
Good evening.
So yeah, there you go. Like I said, I'm hoping to start the channel soon, because I think it'd be really, really fun. I'm not going to be cancelling the Happy Toy Factory. The Happy Toy Factory is still going to be uploading videos, but this is going to be kind of like a side project, kind of like a filler, if you will. So if you don't see anything on the Happy Toy Factory for a while, then you can always go to Fastflix and see something new there. So yeah, I hope you guys are all on board for that, but yeah, thank you all so much for your questions, and Merry Christmas. I shall see you in the next video, and hopefully on Fastflix. Goodbye, and Merry Christmas.